right, so Chief, what happened towards the end there?
Yeah, so as you can imagine, we've been out here since about 10 o'clock this morning approximately. And as the events unfolded since the last update, we can tell you that the individual that was in the car unexpectedly fired a round. We don't know where that round went as of yet, but he fired it from the vehicle. So at that point, we were determined that the subject could not leave, at which time our SWAT team moved in to try to prevent him from leaving. At some point, the individual started the car and tried to spin out and leave, in which case you see the SWAT vehicle behind us pin him in to the sidewalk. At that time, we dispersed tear gas, several rounds into the vehicle, in an attempt to get our officers to move in and take him into custody, at which time at some point the subject shot himself in the head, and he is being transported currently to University Hospital. I can tell you this, we've been out here for nearly 5.5 hours. We had mental health professionals out here. We certainly had surgeon and physicians out here as well. In the event that something like this would happen, we also had Mobile Fire Rescue, as you've seen when the incident happened. He was loaded up very quickly and transported to University Hospital. During this entire process, we also made contact with the family, and the family made every effort to talk with him, to get him to come out of the vehicle. I can tell you, as of right now, we still don't know really what the issue or what his issue was today and why he took the decisions to make the decision to make today.
Was there any point in time where the gun was trained on your officers at any point in time?
Yeah, so at no time up until the round that was fired from the car was pointed at anybody else or an officer other than the individual that was in the car. At some point, some of you may have heard somewhere around, I believe it was 2:40, a round came from the vehicle and it shot out what appeared to be the rear driver's side window. We don't know where the round went at this time, but of course we are doing the investigation and we'll have more as we're updating.
Did he get out of the car at any point? Did he get out of the vehicle?
Yeah, so he got out of the car at some point and held the gun to his head, but then he got back in the car moments later.
You had said earlier that he was uncooperative. How was communication right before the shots were fired? It seemed like it came out of nowhere.
Yeah, so that part is under investigation. There's more to learn from that. As you imagine, we were out here all day. Nothing really was going on. But then when it did happen, it unfolded very quickly. So we have our criminal investigative unit here to look at it and to go through the process, as well as our internal affairs division and OPR as well.
Had you guys had any run-ins with this person before?
Yeah, that part's under investigation. We'll go through his history, figure out who he is, what type of trouble maybe that he might have been in.
So far, you haven't traced his presence here back to a court case at all?
Not as of right now, no.
It seems like you guys gave him every opportunity to end this peacefully.
Well, I think so. Considering that we had the family involved, we had physicians here, we had a surgeon here, we had fire rescue here, we had mental health professionals here. We've done everything that we know to do to resolve this peacefully. Unfortunately, as I told you earlier, the gentleman in the vehicle would dictate the outcome.
Do you believe it's life-threatening?
I believe it is, yes.
Is him getting out of the vehicle in response to you guys asking him to?
Yeah, I can't answer that right now. I don't believe so. I believe at some point we may have lost a little communication, but he started acting more erratic. He got out of the vehicle, stood by the vehicle with the gun to his head, and then at some point he got back into the
Was
vehicle.
he say anything when you got out of the vehicle with the gun to the head?
Yeah, that part will be investigated. I'm not really sure. I wasn't close enough at that point to hear anything.
What was he
saying? What was he saying during the period leading up to that?
Yeah,
Was he incoherent?
Well, there was a lot of things that the gentleman said that was incoherent, but at this time we're not really ready to release that information, obviously, because we have to see certainly the condition of the gentleman that was injured and see where this goes.
At any point, I know aside from the tear gas, did you guys fire any shots?
Yeah, we have not fired any shots, nor did we fire any shots other than here.
Can you tell us if he is